My name is Nirmal Purja, known as Nimsdai. I'm extreme athlete. I have done 43 8,000 meter peaks successful ascent, which is the highest number in the world. I was the leader of the K2 winter, the first winter ascent. And I'm a husband, father, and a normal being, I think. That's who I am. I think it's a super proud moment, and I'm extremely proud and grateful to be here today. Simply, do not let anybody tell you that you are not possible. Always dream big, and remember, success is not a coincidence. It takes a lot. There are 8 billion people in the world, and if you want to be number one, you must be working harder than the rest of the 8 billion people. Simple as that. I think it's a moment of pride, a sense of achievement. To be receiving honorary doctor from Loughborough University is a huge, moment for sense of achievement. I'm extremely humble and also equally proud to be receiving this award.
It is with huge pride that we welcome alumni back to the university to receive awards such as honorary degrees. Today we are delighted to recognise a truly inspirational individual, multi-world record-breaking mountaineer, Nirmal Purja. Nirmal, thank you. Nims, as he is commonly known, was born in Nepal. His boyhood dream was to be a Gurkha and follow in the footsteps of his father and elder brothers. In 2003, he made this dream a reality by joining the Gurkha regiment, aged just 18. A distinguished 16-year military career followed. He spent 6 years with the Gurkhas before joining the Special Boat Service, or SBS, becoming the first from the Gurkha regiment to do so. As many will know, the SBS sits alongside the SAS as the most elite units of the British military. He undertook a range of tours and operations with the SBS and became a cold weather warfare specialist. While in the armed forces, Nims undertook a period of study at the university's business school here and obtained a postgraduate diploma in security management. Last year, he was presented a distinguished alumni award from our business school. It was also during his time in the military that Nims first developed an interest in mountaineering. In December 2012, when on a period of leave, he set out on a trek to Everest Base Camp. He subsequently climbed as much as his military career would allow, conquering Everest for the first time in 2016. The following year, he proudly led an expedition of 13 Gurkhas to Everest to commemorate 200 years of Gurkha service to the British Army. Shortly afterwards, Nims broke his first world record by climbing Everest and its 2 close companions, Lhotse and Makalu, within 5 days. In 2018, Nims was awarded an MBE for his outstanding achievement in extreme high-altitude mountaineering. Whilst there can be no doubt that Nims had already achieved a great deal, more was yet to come. A truly ambitious project had formed in his mind. To achieve it, Nims had to focus completely on mountaineering, and so in early 2019, he made the decision to leave the forces. Nims' dream was to climb the world's highest mountains in a record-breaking time. This would involve climbing all the 14 peaks that are over 8,000 meters in height. At the time, only 40 climbers had successfully achieved this feat, and the world record stood at just under 8 years. Nims' aim was to climb them in 7 months. Project Possible, as the challenge was named, commenced in April 2019 and was completed just 6 months and 6 days later. A total of 7 world records were broken. Thank you. During Project Possible, Nims and his team captured over 100 hours of film footage, and this was turned into a Netflix documentary released in 2021 and still available to watch today. 14 Peaks, Nothing is Impossible is a fascinating watch, capturing every moment of his incredible achievements. Nims also has written a book about his experiences. Whilst Nim's groundbreaking 14 Peaks speed record has now been broken, he continues to hold multiple world records. These include the fastest to climb the world's 5 highest mountains, the most 8,000-metre peaks in one season, the fastest time to climb the 5 8,000-metre peaks in Pakistan, the fastest time to climb the 8 8,000-metre peaks in Nepal. And he is in the process of climbing all 14 peaks again, this time without oxygen, which will see him set a new world record. During his career, Nims has acquired a reputation of being a selfless climber, and he has put his own ambitions aside to support and help other climbers on numerous occasions, including during Project Possible. He is a firm believer in giving back to the Himalayan communities that have supported him, and he established the Nimsdai Foundation to do just this. The foundation supports educational, technological, and capacity-building initiatives in Nepal. The foundation also supports environmental initiatives aimed at cleaning up the mountains from the impact of tourism and ensuring that the precious ecosystems are protected for the future. It also provides grants to military veterans wishing to achieve their own mountaineering goals. Nims is widely celebrated as one of the greatest climbers of his generation, and the university is immensely proud to be associated with him. Chancellor, I present to you Nirmal Purja in recognition of his outstanding military service and his subsequent achievements in mountaineering and climbing for the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Well, amongst all those firsts, I think you can add another one. This is the first time I've ever witnessed a standing ovation in the time that I've been here as Chancellor. The question I was going to ask was, what do you do in your spare time? But I think that's probably a little irrelevant. From the sublime to the housekeeping. By virtue of the powers vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa. Many, many congratulations. I think you can now...
Wow. I've been put on the spot, and okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's an absolute honor to be here right in front of you, receiving an honor of a doctor from the University of Loughborough. Let's forget all the achievements and all that. Today, what I'm going to talk with you all is the basics. Okay, let's talk about what happened this morning. Okay, I got in the car at 4 a.m. and as I was driving towards the university, I had tears in my eyes. Okay. It took me 40 years to be where I'm today, and success is not a coincidence. Nervous? No, I'm not at all. I was in the Gurkhas. There's a saying, if somebody says that he's scared of dying, either he's lying or he's a Gurkha. Right? I've served in the special forces. In terms of talking, I've done the motivational speaking for World Economic Forum, Blackstone, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, you name it. Nervous? No, not at all. It's the feeling, the environment that I am presenting or present with you all today. As I was on the car, I remember my parents, okay? I grew up in a very humbling family. My mother, specifically, she gave everything. And what I mean by that is she used to work on the farm, starting with other people's farm. Imagine, a young woman, lady, doing that, not even buying the clothes that she wants to, not even buying the food that she wants to eat, purely for the better future of her children. Unfortunately, I have lost my both parents, and they are not here with me today. Right? So I would like to dedicate this recognition to my parents, my mom and dad. Again, basics, again, ladies and gentlemen. I believe, I see lots of your parents here. They gave a lot for you. They have sacrificed a lot for you to be here today, receiving your awards. I think we forget basic things. It's a cycle, right? The parents, again, sacrifice everything for your better future, right? But as they grow old, we tend to forget what they have done for you. I'll just give you an example. When you're a kid, they didn't send you to the care home, did they? But when they get old, why do we do that? They love to be with you. Basics. All right? I would also like to dedicate this honor to my beautiful wife, Suchi. You can stand up, my love. Ladies and gentlemen, I serve in the most busiest unit in the world, SBS, and the best. We call it water missing cycle. She was with me there and then. From there to now, I spent 11 months away from the family on the big mountains. I run 9 different companies, and I'm still breaking the world records. Without Suchi, I wouldn't be who I am today. So thank you, sweetheart. Education, of course, good education with a good heart plays a pivotal role in development of any country. Why I say with a good heart? If a person is educated, but he has an evil heart, he can ruin the world. I get very emotional today because I see the future generations right here in this audience. Have a good heart. Again, I'm telling you, as you get successful, Your biggest enemy will be the people that you know, your colleagues. Why? Let's not have that anymore. Let's have a healthy competition. Kill that politics. Healthy competition is necessary because then it helps you to grow. Give thank you to your competitors. Appreciate it. But if you have a good heart, we can make this world literally a much, much better place. Again, once again, huge congratulations to everybody, but I'm telling you, it's only the beginning. Trust me, there's a lot out there. All right. Record breaking. I'm going to be very honest, breaking record doesn't excite me anymore. I've got 13 world records. Again, to the younger generation, don't be the one who breaks the record. Be a person who is the ground record-breaking holder. And what I mean by that is do something that no one has ever done it. Put that imagination into practice. Okay? You could have billions, millions, and everything with you. But a true success, it will come when you're happy. Happiness. I'll give you one example. Okay, 14 Peaks. You heard what it is about. The K2 winter. K2 is the world's second highest mountain. And no one ever in the world have been able to summit in winter. It was the only one out of 14 8,000 meter peak that was never been able to climb. Of course, people were saying that it's impossible. Right? Again, I went there with my team. I planned something very special to show the message to the world again. So we planned in such a way that we all would be able to share equal glory and equal happiness. So what we planned was we're going to stop 5 meters from the summit. We're going to wait for the rest of the team, and we're going to hug each other and get to the summit together. And that was executed well. And I'm telling you, one of my team fellow, Pemchuri, he holds the record for carrying the most amount of oxygen cylinders on Everest, 13 cylinders, ladies and gentlemen. And he came to me and he said, "Nims, brother, I have worked in this industry for the last 22 years. No one give me the equal respect as you do." And that was enough for me. And you haven't even watched that movie. Stay tuned for that. Okay, finally. Wow, I'm so confused what to say now. Yeah. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I think to achieve the impossible, let's go before that, one step back. What did I learn from Loughborough University? Do you know what? I think no one knows that. Do not copy and paste. Yeah. And correct, guys, you have to create your own path. Right? And that's a very good example. And just, I think I'm not going to be here talking forever, but finally what I'm going to say is to achieve the impossible, ladies and gentlemen, have a goal that is bigger than you. If your purpose is bigger than you, you will always achieve the impossible. But most importantly, you need to commit to your goal. Everybody can talk. Everybody can talk. But until and unless you commit, you are not even starting the journey. Discipline is not enough. You need to be self-disciplined. And what I mean by that is, if a teacher is asking you to do the homework, or if you are like training and your coach is asking you to turn up at 6 and you do the training, that's not good enough. You should be waking up turning up, and you should be doing every evolutions by yourself. Discipline. Self-motivation again, guys. Hearing all my talk doesn't even matter. You need to be self-motivated by yourself to achieve the impossible. Finally, when people ask me, Nimsdai, who are you? You know, I must thank the British military for who I am today. So when people ask me, Nims, who are you? I've got a very simple introduction. I am Nimsdai, Nirmal Purja. I was born in Nepal. I was raised in the Gurkhas, and I was made in the United Kingdom Special Forces. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.